Hi there. So 1-0 win for us today against FC Zurich. Really important win. Your thoughts on the game?
1-0 to the Arsenal, win it. The all-important scoreline today. Look, I feel like if you want to analyse it properly, I feel like the performance today wasn't up there with some of our best, but the result was of paramount importance, and we got that. We got the job done at the end of the day. Finishing first in the group was important. I don't want to play in no round of 32, playoffs, qualifiers, whatever you want to call it. None of that. That's now PSV's problem and also Man United's problem. But yeah, no, look, the job got done at the end of the day, and we can't be too unhappy about the performance. Like I'm saying, 1-0 is 1-0. It's what matters.
Some players did really stand out today. Tierney especially, who's all over the place, and what a goal. Massive for Tierney. I feel like that goal will do him a world of confidence, because I know I've heard a couple of things that he's unhappy because he's not getting enough game time and this and that, but he really stood out today as well. And that goal, boy, it's not the first time I've seen him do that shot. You know, he's done it in a couple previous Europa League games. He's always going for that bottom left or top right corner. And it went in today, you know, the all-important goal. When it mattered, it went in. So I'm happy for him. Yeah, and it was nice to see Elneny back in the team after a long injury layoff.
Yeah, I mean, look, with Elneny, the thing is, whenever he comes in, he always puts himself about. You know, that's the most important thing. And I want to see players, even if they have an injury and they come back, they come in and they put themselves about today. And he put in a shift today, you know, he did put in a shift today. I felt as well, you know, Sambi alongside him controlled it today as well, controlled it really well. But overall, scoreline was the most important thing. And you know, with the last, I'd say maybe 4 Europa League games, we haven't been on top at all. You know, like, you can go from maybe Bodo Glimt away. Up until now, it hasn't been like amazing performances. We've been kind of scraping through. And today, they had, you know, Zurich had them 2 warning shots. The goal that was offside and then the ball that just fizzed past the post. It was 2 warning signs, and luckily, you know, the goal was offside and then the other one didn't hit the net. That's important.
Yeah, for sure. Gabriel Jesus up top today, again looking really lively.
Yeah.
Not scoring, but he's playing so well.
This is the thing. I said to a guy, I actually spoke to a guy from Canada today that was at the game, and I wasn't really surprised that Gabby was in the squad, because I felt like we needed a strong lineup today. You know, we had to have a strong lineup. It wasn't about giving players a run and everything like that. It was about getting the job done. But I said to him, look, even when Gabby doesn't score, he still puts himself about, you know, getting assists. And yes, we would like to see him on the score sheet, but listen, if he can keep getting assists and we keep getting wins, I don't think anyone's complaining, to be honest. I know there'll be those pundits saying, well, they've paid money for him to score goals and he's not scoring goals. But sometimes you need these players to do other things besides scoring goals, you know. And he put himself about again today. He got a nice run in. I hope he's ready for Sunday, because that's a massive one.
Yeah, for sure. So who would you give your man of the match to?
I'd say, look, he got the goal. That was the important goal. Kieran Tierney for me. You know, like I'm saying, I felt like his performance today, he really put himself about. And there was that situation in the second half where it looked like the ball was going to go through, and out of nowhere, bang, Tierney's in there, slapped it out, and yeah, Kieran Tierney for me.
Yeah, he was outstanding today. So looking at the overall Europa League picture now, so we know the teams that have dropped out of the Champions League. Some big teams have dropped out. What do you think our chances are?
Listen, I still feel like we can go all the way and possibly win it, yeah? Before anyone quotes me in saying we're going to win it, we can possibly win it, yeah? Possibly. There are some massive names to drop down. Obviously, Juventus, Barcelona, I think, are the 2 biggest names that have come down. But the other teams, you know, we're at a stage now where there are no easy games. You know, we have to be at the top of our game in order to beat these teams. And let's say we get the likes of Barcelona or whoever in the quarters or in the semis. If we can beat them, that's a massive statement going forward, you know. Then teams can look around and go, geez, like, Arsenal are hard to play against. And listen, even finishing first in the group, I know the group, people will be laughing and saying, you had Bodo and Zurich. It's still about beating what's in front of you. And we've done that, and we finished first. We can put our feet up and just look forward to round of 16.
Okay, next up in the Premier League, Chelsea on Sunday. Thoughts on that one?
Geez, listen, I've been kind of looking forward to this game primarily because Aubameyang's playing for the minute. And if we can get a result, yeah, I don't think there's anyone's going to be unhappy here. No one's going to be unhappy, yeah? That's the whole thing. I still feel like it's going to be a tough game. Going to Stamford Bridge is not an easy task, you know. I think last season, the 4-2 result, it was a good result, but I don't think it was like a 4-2. We did play well, but I don't think it was like a 4-2 result. But look, if we can go to Stamford Bridge and really put ourselves about and come away with the win, yeah, and keep that top spot, it's a massive statement going forward, especially, you know, with the World Cup around the corner, we need to have that winning streak just going and going and going and going.
Correct score prediction?
Listen, I was standing here saying 4-0. It's not going to be 4-0. I feel like the guy before me said, I think a 2-1 is respectable and a 3-1 is even better. I'm hoping we can maybe come away with a clean sheet, but Chelsea do have goal scorers and they can score goals. So I'll say 3-1. I'll say 3-1. I always do.